if the gods are watching me.
Okay, so I'm gonna check out the circus, I think.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Let's see. Something's in my mind.
To Zara the mummy. Try again.
You realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to sell.
See what we've got: red dye, pale orange, pale green, muddy red. Good for muddy red. Good for red as well. Let's go for that. So some sort of luck game, this looks like.
Approach, ugly one.
You are very loud.
Yes, behold, Akabi's wheel of wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the grand prize, the jackpot. No more questions. Spin or don't. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew. Prizes found only in the most exotic.
Viola Silvertongue at your service, or I will be, once my set is done.
Do not stand too close. The flames have a life of their own.
Probably some sort of deceit going on here.
Oh, hungry little hobgoblin. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice.
That's what you have.
Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you.
Okay, so it's decent.
Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon. Every sail, Papa Seti. Seti. Papa sells good things!
Never wanted the easy path.
Junks and magics for sale! Mostly bloodstained
One
free!
day, I'll catch a break. I have something to
Boney.
ask.
Talk to Boney.
Get your shinies and treatos!
Magnificent, my darling. I know. Darling, we have a customer. Is your camp drab? Dreary? Then you have come to the right place. Browse our bespoke, stony and bony creations. Or commission a statue in your likeness. It is our most sought-after service. Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it. Nothing caught your eye? I shan't tell my wife. She'd be most upset.
Don't tell me that's your wife.
It's been an age since your last great... That drown's nose was as crooked as you carved, my darling.
Miss the hag. Miss her stink.
Not buttering you up. You are the very best at what you do.
Get it right this time, or I'll resurrect someone who can! Ah! Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah! And Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. We are decades from that. I hope they could open for dribbles. Not that my star needs the support, but at this rate, who knows? Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage, but these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling. Oh, that's it. Make love to the air, skellies.
Time to press ahead.
Telling me there's not some great conspiracy here?
I need a quick word.
Another. Good. My time comes. I will show you. All of you.
Show me what?
See? The crowd. They laugh. They shine with innocence. But it is a lie. Every one of you is vicious. Cruel. You kill my mate. Steal my cubs. I roar. Break my cage. And then you die. You all die!
While the cage is sturdy, the lock is old. It could be jammed shut, so not even a key could open it.
Soon. No! Coward!
No, we can't go. I want to see Dribbles.
You've seen him
I thought you a hunter. Wrong. You're prey. Small, sniveling, pathetic.
Hunger. My stomach screams. Press your flesh through bars. And blood breaks.
don't like the kitty.
I have no idea what I just gave him, but okay.
What that is be like, but it's not a kitty. Maybe we should go.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Oh, good puns. Because clowns aren't enough of a horror already.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight?
Boo, get off stage.
You hear that, buddy? We've got ourselves a Debbie Downer. Boo! Thank you to the loud mouth for volunteering for my next trick. Now, where, oh, where are you?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through you.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
You stare, but glean no ill intent from the clown. Perhaps the makeup just threw you off.
Come now! Don't be a cowardly Connie! Perhaps you need a little encouragement. Now! Up! Double sharp! Or poor Buddy here might think you don't like him. A round of applause for the stalwart heart! Now, I always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique.
You notice the clown reaching for something behind his back.
Tell me, what makes you special? No, it's not that silly head of yours. You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate. Does anyone know why?
What's he gonna do?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for
Oh, is this Orin again?
Praise the absolute.
You sense something behind you. Instinct takes over.
So eager to... Here comes the punchline. Is this part of the show? Yes. Ha! Ha!
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Victory awaits. It doesn't. Wounds are too much to bear. I am fury. I am death. Another shifter. And here I thought that I'd slayed a clown.
Can't believe Dribbles did this. The Dribbles.
Something good here, I hope.
Does that mean they're all in on it though? That's the next question.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Or was it just Dribbles?
Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude.
You just lost the star of your show.
When you run a plane-hopping circus of ragtags and ruffians, few things faze you. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus, but I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say?
I'll look for
That's the
Dribbles.
spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
I should speak up.
My kills, my prey. You took them! Run! I'll find you! Eat you! Cowards!
You fight good. Doppelganger, not so good.
So it was just them they were in on it. It wasn't all of them. Just him.
damn hills.
All right, what now?
I have secured the most excellent supply of potions from the Velveteen Elixir.
You're the one who took a beating.
Survive the beating. Let that be the end of it. Don't make things worse.
Still means murder. Still unsolved. City watch under scrutiny.
No refugees. It is decreed. Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly. Or die.
Let's have some carnage.
Should I take you now? How bad are the other ones? I assume that Will's dad has infected the entire Flaming Fists with parasites.
Impero.
my luck again.
Swift and lethal.
This can't be the end.
I think I'm gonna have to try this one again. I don't think I'm gonna win. So you first. Edwina. Oh, I don't want to do that for right.
Well met.
Your parasite stirs from the constant.
Not just yet. State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watchers, your parties, it has heard that. It has seen the deep. The Watcher speaks.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply... Halt, citizen. Submit to
The parasite reels in your skull. Something within the Steel Watcher tugs at your mind.
Well, the fight starts, so I don't know why that's come up again, but okay. Kidding me.
Your blood runs quicker, feeding the gnawing absence at the center of your mind.
Apologies, citizen. Your record is clean. Please enjoy the city and remain vigilant.
Okay. I'm confused.
My path be true.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
On the victor's path.
My injuries need tending.
Yes.
Nothing will stand in my way.
What other arrows do I have that I could use? I have disadvantage on all of that. Thank you, 42, 12. 30, so you're the best chance I've got.
This is my time.
Survival is all that matters. Wounds are too much to bear. Taking position. The gods. Not laser. Fading fast. I must heal. I'm on my way.
That nearly ended me.
That should more than suffice. Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
These boots have seen everything.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Another step forward.
Something good here, I hope. being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. They believe you, for now. But something tells you they won't be so receptive to your charms again.
Have to keep going.
When I was a child, Father sent me to Shores's Caress to deliver messages. How was I to know what went on behind its closed doors?
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon. Fresh catch every day, guaranteed. Nothing fishy about my prices. Get my
I've got it all. Another person with you. Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
Enjoyed it? Sir, I've had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for?
Nope.
If you're hungry, you know where to find me.
10 loaves
Certified, not magically
like him.
Let them see you taking charge of your pleasure.
There. You're not wearing Dantheron's dancing axe. My mother and father. The Harper Safe House Jahira mentioned.
Listen to need something.
Like whatever. Does the hand not assist the lips? The lips the tongue? If your mighty mass needs...
I got it. No thanks.
Of course. Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
How do I get in there? That's the question.
I won't let
The librarian does this thing without whip.
I found so many victims for
It's a
Khazad.
luxury. We don't need
They're the kind
toilet.
of people no one would ever want.
What does it feel like?
I love him so much. Whoa. Slow down, sweetie. Take it deep.
This is the crest here, but where's the door?
10 loaves of bread. Are you sure? The neighbours are talking.
Darling, it's very leather-like.
What I wouldn't give to be the guardian.
Shortages, rationing, instant chance.
How on to the effects?
Do I have to go up on the walkway?
No one back home will ever believe this.
For you, I'd recommend 2 doses.
You need only think of me.
to my eyes, that.
Better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
I want to give it a good
Turn
rump.
upstairs.
And no.
Was that human boy? Loot version of High House of Wonders again.
Ugh, I hate blue.
There is.
I don't understand why there's such a type.
No time to rest.
Don't. You don't need the data, baby.
Every substance has been tried and tested by you.
I wish I could trust you. I put it on especially for you. Forget your work.
There's another one upstairs. Oop, didn't do that. Nope.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
Librarian does this thing with her whip where you're on a force and...
Let's see what this does.
Don't be such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
It's Raphael. Oh, for crying out loud.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
I trust the Illithid more than I trust you.
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me. And at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
Come on.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Sounds too good to be true.
Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem.
It's very convenient that you have exactly what I need.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir.
What exactly is the crown?
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
What What makes you think you'll succeed in using the crown where Karsus couldn't?
I am no mortal, and I do not fail.
If you don't fail, how come you didn't get a hold of the crown way back when?
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
What makes you so sure I'll get the crown?
It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
I'm tempted to agree to the deal, if I'm honest with you. Raphael seems self-serving, but he's always been self-serving. Don't think he wants people to suffer. Just think he wants deals. He just wants power, not suffering necessarily. I agree to the deal.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated. And I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal.
Sign.
Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my house of hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a Diabolus can offer some comfort, or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How interesting. No doubt he impressed upon you the need to do so. And what did he want in return for this knowledge? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. Tell me, you turned him down. I was absent for 1 moment. If there is one thing you can be certain of, it's that the devil will come to collect. But that is your problem. I will not let you put our survival at risk. I have Orpheus well under control. Stay away from him. Now come. We have an Elder Brain to destroy.
Shores's caress isn't just...
Voss, friend to the comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
So quick to share it with him. This is not wise.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. Can it be? Will the mighty Prince Orpheus soon illuminate the astral plane?
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. Let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry. No, there is not.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
It's double-handed.
not? No, never mind.
But there's Valeria.
One chicken win.
On my way.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit?
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Sweeting, are you blushing? There is no shame in pleasure, even less when the pleasure is pain. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. Ugh, but I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fionn's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key.
Gold.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Oh, you're one of those types. Rude as you are sneaky. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. You got it. But the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mamsel leaping down my throat if I go burning yours.
Coffee. I was in coffee once at all. This whole journey.
Pleasure to serve.
Isn't right. On his leash.
9 hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now?
How about the flop house?
So those are the two.
You can stare as much as you like.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers crave the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
As long as you're here of your own free will.
Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop.
Glad you found a place you feel safe.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
You got that right. Guild. Yeah. That's what I heard.
Is that these two?
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
You rats with the guild now. Heard Nine Fingers met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs?
Playing his acoustic loop version of High House of Wonders again.
I hate
Look, Sharess's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
have a lot on my mind.
Pleasure isn't just...
In it.
It will when you've met the drought.
Oh, it's the flop house, not where I want to go.
There's food shortages. Rationing at anything's chance.
It'll make you feel better. 15 though. Can't give up now.
I'm not going inside.
I'll give it a shot.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delight.
I want to give it a good rumple.
Remember our vow to keep
Thanks.
Look at me. You need only think of me.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm. Soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers, talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver.
Your client is dead. I thought you'd be more upset.
Who? Oh, yes. Jara. I will miss her coin, it's true. Though perhaps this is not what you meant. Free your mind of her. Let us look forward, never back.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Not sex. Something far more intoxicating. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than contented. You are at total peace. Your belly is full. Your mind rested. Your eyes bright. No more will you hear the clang of steel on steel. No more will you fear the cry of a wolf, the growl of an ogre. You are warm. You are safe.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
So what'd that do? Rapture. Affected entity has a 1 to 6 bonus to attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Till the next long rest.
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon. Never wanted the easy path.
You two have rocks for brains. What were you thinking? Ah, here. You haven't even got inside yet.
Here goes nothing.
Journal.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Getting worse. The whispers, the night terrors, the blood. I know he's saying something. And the others in the footpaths now too. I've seen how they look at him, how they look at me. They're scared of him. I can't blame them. I am too. So I can't escape the deal. Maybe I will try and do that.
Voss stands at the ready. All that remains is to return to the astral prism and break Orpheus free. How we get in remains to be seen. Incredible. Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver. Unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid grand design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver.
What's that letter here? Go up.
What to do?
I'd recommend 2 doses.
There's a reason we can come up here.
When you've met the drought.
Give me strength. Rocks for brains. What were you thinking?
Ah, here. You haven't even got inside yet.
So we've got to check the flop house.
Every substance has been tried and
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her.
Let's move.
Right. Hear me out. Cheres's caress. Also has
Birthday boy's just now.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all
Just saw sunlight hypersensitivity.
I'd probably break his nose.
Then
Good.
there's a door.
Flesh isn't just
Butter. Oh, honey. Guess we should stock up.
Honey is a luxury. We don't need honey. Better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity. I just want somewhere warm and safe.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you. Exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mate a temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business.
I don't mind it.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his rules.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
They can turn into mist now. They're not the only one with new tricks.
Just out of view. Couple turns into it. Sense watchful eyes upon you. Perhaps some locks are better left unpicked. Just keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian. I just want somewhere
No
warm
traps, please. That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
There, by the bed. Someone spilled some blood.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. The blood seems to have dried out over the course of a few days. You can't make out where it comes from. The blood you noticed earlier still remains on the floor.
Don't touch me.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. The blood seems to have dried out over the course of a few days. You can't make out where it comes from.
I think Roselle might be our best bet here. I'm gonna save. Just to be on the safe side.
Blackets will be done.
There's actually a chain right there.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
Back up.
You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
A flower-shaped key. The corpse in the tunnels held one just like it.
Music? Where am I needed?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
How did you die?
Murdered by my son.
It's to be expected. Some families just don't get along.
Who is your son?
Baldur.
Why did your son kill you?
Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why?
What does your son look like?
Dwarf like me. Dresses in red.
What was your son's secret?
Killed folk slowly. He liked it.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Is it like a 5-question limit, I think?
Still alive. So that's progress. Best be on my way. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Logan's name is written here too. names. Father Logan's on here, crossed off. A target list, perhaps?
So Duke Starman has been killed. Father Logan, Dribbles the Clown has been killed, so we know that. I wonder if that will update. Yes, it will. Found the lair of a bloodless murder in Frago's flophouse. Target list in the lair details the killer instructions. Frame the episode for serial murders. Father Logan's name appears on the list. Show the investigator. We found Vivon's body. We should tell Mademoiselle Amira. Jules the Clown is dead. We know that. But we don't know where the body is.
I've got a long road ahead.
This Worms Crossing have so few lodges. We need at least
How about the flop house?
Sleeping in the gutter, then that's an of iniquity.
Librarian thing with us with on a falls and
Hear me out.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Nothing fishy about my prices. It's got private rooms, all round pleasant folks, from what I've.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutations and hello and whatnot.
Oh? Oh dear.
It's been gone for a 10-day. You don't suppose the murderer... Horrible hells. I bet...
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
He's a professional. Oh,
Here we go.
I'm not in trouble. Remember our vow to keep one another safe.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting.
Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive.
Yes, I'm sure you're all broken up for your profits.
Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her.
At least you have the integrity to admit it. I'm all for lining my coin purse, but even I'd say that's moving on a bit quick.
Sweeting. This is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
I want to give it a good
And here's Valeria up here.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory?
What theory?
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Okay, I'm gonna go to camp. Wonder what camp looks like. You're still fresh and let us drawn a confined you. So you'd off. For one, I don't know what the inside of a sink bellies look like. Whenever you let me stay at your camp, and for another, you find out what happened to Mum Pops. I'm on my own now, and Bowman says it's a good thing. I just have to let the weave guide me. But as far as I can tell, it's taking me to Baldur's Gate. I'm headed there first. Anyway, thanks for everything. I won't forget it.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Isn't there a human crest she can join?
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Well met. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Okay.
Well met. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
What's up for discussion?
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells. I just hope Dringo is fine. Mahia has a mean streak.
My time is yours. What do you need? With pleasure. Lead on. way to the nearest library.
There's no ability to go. Let's get rid of Grease and Feign Death, Witch Bolt. Yep.
Step by step.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
Keeping very well, I hope?
Can't slow down. A private word would be nice.
Hello, my dear. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here.
I think I'll do a full
while you do
switch.
the hard work. It sounds awful.
So Baal's Chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good.
You seem to have experience with doppelgangers.
This all begins to ring a little too familiar for my liking.
The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that.
To me.
As you wish. Always nice to be wanted.
Never a dull moment. Very well. I have a lot on my mind.
I'm listening. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
I might keep Lizelle actually, because she's got this brand new weapon.
Soldier? Let's go, go, go.
Hey ho.
At least things have stayed interesting.
So let's see. There's the new armor.
Need to find a way forward. Maybe I need more pockets.
Always a pleasure.
Copper for your thoughts?
I thought something would happen.
You are Hasharlok, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Shestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlok, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow, while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look,
We've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
That thing with the parasite seems a bit intrusive.
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm moored to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Fortune in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. We hammer Orpheus free from his chains at our first chance. Orpheus Tafki Nazin.
You'll have to forgive me, but I'm struggling to understand why you'd agree to just hand over the crown. Especially for a bloody hammer. And handing it over to a devil will be a way to prevent it? Come now. You're many things, but never that naive. For now, our plan must remain the same. We go to Sorcerer's Sundries and learn about that crown. And pray the devil doesn't get there first.
Didn't actually talk to that cat today. Grub.
I'm just a cat. Please, talk to Yenna. I don't like talking. Please don't. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Coffee. Before bedtime. Coffee, wine, and some ribs.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketherick's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Not love, no. What I had with Belen Stelmane was much more than that. It was unique, at least when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed, though my relationship with Berlin was different from my relationship with you. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus, and so do you.
Okay, I think I'm actually going to call it a day there. Next time I think we'll continue with the try and find dribbles. Maybe try and escape the deal. I wonder where. Yep. Need to go into the lower city and speak to that person. I can't remember their name. I'm sure I'll remember when I see it. But that's until next time. So if you're liking this series, then please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and leave any feedback or suggestions in the comment section below the video. Until next time, this is Whiteheart Gaming. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye everybody.